Question number 5. It is given as find the slope of the normal to the curve x is equal to a cos cube theta, y is equal to a sin cube theta at theta equal to pi by 4. Now here the values of x and y is given in the parametric form, that is they are depending on the variable theta. So while calculating the slope, we need to calculate dy by dx. So for that, x and y both will be differentiated with respect to theta. So differentiating x with respect to theta, we get dx by d theta is equal to a d by d theta cos cube theta into d by d theta of cos theta. Here we have used chain rule. First is the derivative of power and then the derivative of function. So a remains as it is. Derivative of power makes it 3 cos square theta and derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta. So we get dx by d theta is equal to minus 3a cos square theta sin theta. So that is a dx by d theta. Now this dx by d theta is to be calculated for theta equal to pi by 4. So we get minus 3a cos pi by 4 whole square and then sin pi by 4, means wherever theta is there we are keeping the value pi by 4. Now cos pi by 4 is 1 upon root 2 whole square. Sin pi by 4 is 1 upon root 2. So it becomes minus 3a. 1 upon root 2 square makes it 1 upon 2 and into 1 upon root 2. So the value of dx by d theta becomes minus 3a upon 2 root 2. Now y is a sin cube theta. So again differentiating y with respect to theta, we get dy by d theta is equal to a d by d theta of sin cube theta. That is, first to calculate the derivative of power and then the derivative of function, that is sin theta. A sin cube theta becomes 3 sin square theta and sin theta's derivative is cos theta. So dy by d theta becomes 3a sin square theta cos theta. Now we have to calculate dy by d theta when theta is equal to pi by 4. So taking up theta as pi by 4 and putting in dy by d theta, we get 3a sin pi by 4 is 1 upon root 2, its square makes it 1 upon 2. Same cos pi by 4 is 1 upon root 2. So dy by d theta becomes 3a upon 2 root 2. Now slope of tangent is dy by dx. Therefore we have to take it up dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. So substituting the value, the cancellations takes place and dy by dx is equal to minus 1. So dy by dx is the slope of tangent, that is minus 1. But we have to calculate slope of normal. Now slope of normal is minus 1 upon dy by dx as it is perpendicular to tangent. So minus of minus 1. Dy by dx value is minus 1 and minus 1 is already there in the formula. So minus and minus 1 makes it 1 as the slope of normal. Question number 6, given as find the slope of the normal to the curve x is equal to 1 minus a sin theta, y is equal to b cos square theta at theta equal to pi by 2. Now as x and y are given in the forms of theta, so here to calculate the slope of tangent, we will be differentiating it with respect to theta. Whenever we calculate slope of normal, before that we need to calculate slope of tangent. So for that we'll differentiate both x and y with respect to theta. So dx by d theta is equal to derivative of 1 is 0 and derivative of sine is cos. So we get here as minus a cos theta. Now taking up the derivative of y with respect to theta, we get dy by d theta is equal to b d by d theta of, here chain rule is used. First is the derivative of power and the derivative of cos theta. So d by d theta of cos square theta into d by d theta of cos theta. Derivative of cos square theta is 2 cos theta and derivative of only cos theta makes it minus sin theta. Taking up the product, it becomes minus 2b sin theta cos theta. Now slope of tangent is dy by dx. That is how we calculate slope of tangent. And with the parametric form it becomes dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. Now dy by d theta value is minus 2b sin theta cos theta divided by dx by d theta value is minus a cos theta. That is being substituted. Cos theta gets cancelled. So we get dy by dx is equal to 2b sin theta upon a. Now we need to calculate slope of the tangent at the point theta equal to pi by 2. So in dy by dx, wherever theta is there, keeping there as pi by 2, we get 2b sin pi by 2 upon a. Now sin pi by 2 value is 1, so it becomes 2b by a. So the slope of tangent is 2b upon a. Now to calculate slope of normal, we always make it equal to minus 1 upon dy by dx as it is perpendicular to tangent. So that is equal to minus 1 upon 2b upon a. A goes up with 1 and the slope of normal becomes minus a upon 2b. Question number 7. It is given here as find the points at which the tangent to the curve y equal to x cube minus 3x square minus 9x plus 7 is parallel to the x-axis. Now we need to calculate here the points. If it is asked find the points, means we need to calculate the value of x and y. Now the tangent is parallel to x-axis. If the tangent is parallel to x-axis, its slope will be equal to 0. So calculating the slope of tangent by differentiating the curve y equal to x cube minus 3x square minus 9x plus 7, we get dy by dx is equal to d by dx of x cube minus 3 d by dx of x square minus 9 dx by dx plus d by dx of 7. Derivative of x cube is 3x square. Derivative of x square is 2x. And dx by dx is 1. So we get here 3x square minus 6x minus 9 as the dy by dx, and that becomes slope of tangent. Now tangent is parallel to x-axis, therefore the slope of tangent dy by dx will be equal to 0 because it is parallel to x-axis. So equating the slope equation, that is 3x square minus 6x minus 9 equal to 0. Taking out 3 common, we get x square minus 2x minus 3 equal to 0. Going for factorizing it by splitting the middle term, we get x square minus 3x plus x minus 3 equal to 0. From the first two terms, taking out x common, we get x minus 3, and from the last two terms, taking out 1 common, we get plus 1 x minus 3 equal to 0. So the factors will become x plus 1 and x minus 3 as factors, that will be equal to 0. So x plus 1 is equal to 0 or x minus 3 is equal to 0. So this is the complete procedure of factorizing the quadratic equation using the splitting of middle term form. Now getting the value of x is equal to minus 1 and x equal to 3, these two values of x is to be substituted in the equation of the curve to get the value of y, because it is asked find the point, hence we need the value of x and y. So taking up x equal to minus 1, keeping in the equation of the curve and calculating it, we get 12 as the value of y. So one of the point is minus 1, 12. If we are taking the value of x is equal to 3, then keeping the value of 3, x equal to 3 in the curve and calculating it, we get y equal to minus 20. So second point is 3 and minus 20. So this is how the points are being calculated. Eighth one, the question is find a point on the curve y equal to x minus 2 whole square at which the tangent is parallel to the chord joining the points 2, 0 and 4, 4. Now the tangent is parallel to the chord, therefore as per the condition of parallel lines comparing their slopes, the condition is if the lines are parallel, the slopes are equal. So whatever will be the slope of the tangent, it will be equal to the slope of the chord. Now to calculate the slope of the tangent, the curve is differentiated with respect to x. So differentiating with respect to x, the curve equation, we get dy by dx is equal to d of dx of x minus 2 whole square into d by dx of x minus 2. We have used here chain rule. First is the derivative of power and then the derivative of the bracket. Derivative of power becomes 2x minus 2 and the derivative of x minus 2 is 1. So we get slope dy by dx as 2 into x minus 2. That becomes the slope of tangent. So we have marked it to be equal to 1. Now calculating the slope of the chord. The chord is being formed by joining the points 2, 0 and 4, 4. We have taken up 2 and 0 as x1, y1, 4, 4 as x2, y2, and calculating its slope becomes y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. This is how we calculate the slope when 2 points are given. So keeping the values of y2, y1, we get 4 minus 0. x2, x1 is 4 minus 2. So we get 4 upon 2, that is equal to 2. This is the slope of the chord, that is being marked as 2. Now chord is parallel to tangent, therefore slope of tangent and slope of chord will be equal. So equating both 1 and 2, we get 2x minus 2 equal to 2. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So we get x minus 2 equal to 1 and the value of x becomes 3. Now if the value of x is 3, taking up the value of y, we get here the value of x equal to 3 is being kept in the curve equation. So it becomes y equal to 3 minus 2 whole square, and 3 minus 2 value is 1. So 1 square is 1. Hence the value of y we get equal to 1. Therefore the point becomes 3 and 1. Ninth one is, find the point on the curve y equal to x cube minus 11x plus 5 at which the tangent is y equal to x minus 11. Now again here we need to calculate the point, and we have to calculate that point where the tangent equation becomes y equal to x minus 11. Now to calculate the point, and as tangent is given, we have to go for the slope of tangent from the curve and the slope of the tangent from the equation of tangent. So differentiating the equation of curve with respect to x, we get dy by dx is equal to d by dx of x cube minus 11 dx by dx plus d by dx of 5. Now the derivative or d by dx of x cube is 3x square, dx by dx is 1, so dy by dx is equal to 3x square minus 11. That becomes the slope of tangent from the curve. So we mark it here as 1. Now equation of tangent given is y equal to x minus 11. So the slope of this tangent becomes dy by dx is equal to 1. So if you calculate the derivative of y equal to x minus 11, we get dy by dx is equal to 1. So this is also the slope of the tangent, and statement number 1 is also the slope of the tangent. So equating both 1 and 2, we get 3x square minus 11 equal to 1. So for calculating the value of x from here, we get 3x square equal to 12, x square is equal to 4, and if we go for taking the value of x by taking up the root part, then we get the value of x as plus or minus root 2. Now as we have got the value of x as plus or minus root 2, so one time keeping the value of x as 2 in the curve and in the tangent, because whatever is the value of x we have got it, we have to keep it in both the equation of curve as well as equation of tangent. So if both these equations are satisfied, then and then only we can say the point is correct. Otherwise, if it does not satisfy both the equation, then the point is not to be accepted. Taking up x equal to 2, keeping in the curve equation, we got the value of y as minus 9. Now the same value of x equal to 2, keeping in the equation of tangent, we got it to be minus 9. So in both curve and tangent, if the value of y is same, that is minus 9 and minus 9, that means the point is correct. So the point is 2 and minus 9. That is the first point by taking x equal to 2. Now by taking x equal to minus 2, keeping in the equation of the curve, we got taking the value of x equal to minus 2 and keeping in y, that is the equation of the curve, we get the value of y as 19. Now the same value of x equal to minus 2, keeping in equation of tangent, we get the value of y as minus 13. Now in both the cases, the curve as well as tangent is giving different value of y. Therefore, x equal to minus 2 is not possible. Hence, the point is only 1, and that point is 2 and minus 9.